हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन कॉमर्स क्लासेस। इस लेक्चर में बिजनेस इकोनॉमिक्स के कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट एमसीक्यू डिस्कस करने जा रही हूँ मैं। इससे पहले मैंने 10 एमसीक्यू यूट्यूब पर डाले हुए हैं फॉर द अपकमिंग एग्जाम मिड 2021। लेक्चर स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ कि ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन यूनिवर्सिटी ने कॉमर्स पेपर 2 के लिए टेस्ट सीरीज शुरू किया हुआ है। पर टेस्ट सीरीज में आपको 100 एमसीक्यू दिए जाते हैं। टू क्रैक योर एग्जाम यू कैन जॉइन विथ अस, यू कैन कॉन्टेक्ट अस ऑन बिलो गिवन नंबर। और आप हमारा ऐप भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं ग्लोबल ऑनलाइन यूनिवर्सिटी फ्रॉम योर प्ले स्टोर। चलो तो फिर लेक्चर को शुरू करते हैं। ये रहा क्वेश्चन। ऐसी स्थिति जहां केवल एक ही खरीदार होता है एंड ऑप्शंस दिए गए हैं मोनोपोली, ओलिगोपोली, मोनोप्सोनी एंड परफेक्ट कंपटीशन। इस क्वेश्चन का करेक्ट आंसर है ऑप्शन नंबर सी, मोनोप्सोनी। मोनोप्सोनी एक बाजार है, वहां पर केवल एक ही खरीदार होता है। Like a monopoly, a monopsony also has imperfect market condition. Selling cost को कब incur करना होता है and options are imperfect competition, monopolistic competition, imperfect competition and none of the above. इस क्वेश्चन का करेक्ट आंसर है ऑप्शन नंबर बी, monopolistic competition. The selling cost is incurred in case of monopolistic competition because firm अपने प्रोडक्ट को प्रमोट करने में इंटरेस्टेड होता है through the various method of advertising and marketing. Under perfect competition, price of the product can be controlled, cannot be controlled, can be controlled within certain limit and none of the above. Correct answer of this question is option number B, cannot be controlled. परफेक्ट कंपटीशन ऐसी सिचुएशन है जहां पर बायर और सेलर दोनों ही बहुत होते हैं। सो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर द इंडिविजुअल फर्म टू कंट्रोल द मार्केट प्राइस। अंडर परफेक्ट competitive market, an individual firm is price taker and not a price maker. A firm will realize the highest level of it if it able to engage in which degree of price discrimination, and options are first degree price discrimination, second degree price discrimination, third degree price discrimination and fourth degree price discrimination. So the correct answer of this question is first degree price discrimination. First degree price discrimination refer to the price discrimination in which monopolists charge the maximum price that each buyer is willing to pay. This is known as a perfect price discrimination as it involves maximum exploitation of consumers. Under perfect price discrimination, the demand curve of the buyer, like the under simple monopoly, become the marginal revenue curve of the seller. Marginal cost curve किसको इंटरसेक्ट करता है एंड ऑप्शंस आर एवरेज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट एंड एवरेज फिक्स कॉस्ट कर्व एट देयर मिनिमम पॉइंट्स, एवरेज टोटल कॉस्ट एंड एवरेज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट कर्व एट देयर मिनिमम पॉइंट्स, एवरेज टोटल कॉस्ट, एवरेज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट एंड एवरेज फिक्स कॉस्ट कर्व एट देयर मिनिमम पॉइंट्स, एवरेज total cost and average fixed cost curve at their minimum points. So the correct answer of this question is option number B. Marginal cost is the extra cost incurred when one extra unit of output is produced. Average product is the total cost per unit of output. When the marginal cost is smaller than the average cost decreases. This is because when the extra unit of output is cheaper than the average cost, then the average cost is pulled down. Similarly, when the marginal cost is greater than the average cost is pulled up. Relationship between marginal cost curve, average total cost and average variable cost. The point of intersection between the marginal cost and average cost curve is also the minimum of the average cost curve. This can be explained by the fact that when the cost of marginal output is equal to the average cost of output, then the average cost neither falls nor arises. That is, it reaches its minimum. If goods is normal, then कीमत में कमी होने का कारण क्या होगा? And options are a substitution effect that is positive and an income effect that is positive, a substitution effect that is positive and an income effect that is negative, a substitution effect that is negative and an income effect that is positive, a substitution effect that is negative and an income effect that is negative. And the correct answer of this question is option number A, a substitution effect that is positive and an income effect that is positive. When price of normal goods fall and the result in increase in the purchasing power, income effect will act in the same direction as the substitution effect. That is, both will work toward increasing the quantity demanded of the good whose price has fallen for the inferior good, in which case income effect is negative. Income effect of the price change will work in opposite direction to the substitution effect. Normal profit क्या है? And options are part of total cost, part of economic profit, total revenue minus total cost, total revenue minus implicit cost. So the correct answer of this question is option number A, part of total cost. Normal profit is part of total cost. Normal profit is an economic term that describes when a company total revenue are equal to its total cost in a perfectly competitive market. इसमें से कौन सा प्लानिंग कमीशन का टास्क है? एंड ऑप्शंस आर प्रिपरेशन ऑफ द प्लान, implementation of the plan, financing of the plan, and none of the above. The correct answer of this question is option number A, preparation of the plan. Preparation of the plan is the task of the planning commission. The planning commission is charged with the responsibility of making assessment of all the resources in the country, aggregating deficient resources, formulating plans for the most effective and balanced utilization of resources, and determining priorities. Larger production of goods would lead to higher production in future. And options are consumers goods, capital goods, agriculture goods, and public goods. So the correct answer of this question is option number B, capital good. Larger production of capital goods would lead to higher production in future. If investment in capital good increases, in turn it further increases the production of consumers good in long run. So if an economy is investing more in capital goods, it shows sign in growth in near future and increase in GDP. The law of variable proportion come into being when there is only two variable factor, there is fixed factor and variable factor. All factor are variable, variable factor yield less. So the correct answer of this question is option number B, there is fixed factor and a variable factor. The law of variable proportion came into being when there is fixed factor and variable factor. The law of variable proportion states that as the quantity of one factor is increased, keeping the other factor fixed, the marginal product of that factor will eventually decline. Positive income elasticity implies that as the income raises, demand of the commodity, options are raises, fall, remain unchanged, and become zero. Positive income elasticity implies that as the income raises, demand for the commodity also raises. Positive income elasticity implies that as income raises, demand for the commodity raises. A positive income elasticity of demand is associated with normal goods. An increase in income will lead to rise in demand.